Never send your kid to school sick because they may get everyone else sick. I mean, I understand you don't want your child missing a lot of school, but you should never send them to school when they have an upset stomach. Hi Rudy, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel. Or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and today in this video I have a story time for you guys today about the time one of my classmates was sent to school sick. So this is a story about how one of my classmates was sent to school and he wasn't feeling very well, and he ended up being so sick that he had to get sent back home. So this is a story about how one of my classmates got dropped off in the middle of the school day while he was sick, and then he ended up just going home because he wasn't feeling well. So this is a story just to teach you guys that if your kid is sick, I get it, you don't want them missing school, but you shouldn't be taking them to school if they're like, if they have like a stomach ache or something, just in case, because you don't want them to get sick at school and you don't want to have to go back to school to go pick them up. So it's just a good precaution is maybe just leave them at home if they're sick in the morning. If they're fine, just keep them home for the day just to be safe. So I'm going to get started and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, I'll be using substitute names. One kid is going to be called upset stomach because he came to school with an upset stomach, and the other kid is going to be called chair because the kid with the upset stomach threw up on the other kid's chair. So this all started about 22 years ago. I was in the 4th grade. This kid comes into my class. We're going to give him a name and we'll call him Upset Stomach just because he came to school and he had an upset stomach, and he looked like he was fine, and he came like in the middle of the day, and he goes and sits at his desk. And this one kid who is out of his chair, I don't know where he was, we're going to give him a name and we'll call him Chair Next Door. I don't know, it's all I could think of because he was sitting next to him. And this kid, my teacher starts teaching the class, and all of a sudden the kid starts throwing up in the classroom, and he is throwing up. He has his hand over his mouth, and we're all like worried about him, and we're like, are you okay? So he rushes out of as he's throwing up, he rushes out of the classroom, and I don't know if he went to the bathroom first and then the nurse's office, or he went straight to the nurse's office, and he ended up leaving, and he ended up accidentally throwing up in the other kid's chair, and the chair that was next to him. So my teacher comes over and cleans up, and we're all worried about this kid. We were wondering, is he going to be okay? Blah, 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 blah. Why did he leave? Why did he come to school while he had an upset stomach? Okay, so like I said, I don't know why this kid was sent to school while he was still sick, but we felt really, really bad for him, and we were all worried. And then we found out from my teacher that he had gone home and went to lie down. He went to school because he thought he was fine, but then after he threw up, he went home because he home to lie down, and we all knew he was going to be okay, but we were just all kind of like super shocked by the moment that happened in class. So my teacher did have to kind of clean up the sickness on the other student's chair on the floor. And I'm really glad that kid went home, because the poor thing, it was really, really sad to see him come to school while he wasn't feeling well. So the moral of the story is, if you're still sick, you probably shouldn't be coming to school in the middle of the day, even if you think you're fine. Just stay home for the rest of the day just to be safe, because you don't know if you have an upset stomach, or you may have to go back home or get your parents to come and pick you up. You need to stay home if you are sick in the morning and not come to school for the day. Even if you think you're fine, you probably should stay home just to be safe. So that was a story about how a classmate came to school sick. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this taught you that if your kids are sick in the morning and they think and then they're fine later, you probably should leave them make sure they stay home just to be safe in case they get sick again. Because you don't want them coming to school and then end up being sick and then you have to go back and pick them up. So it's just probably a good idea to keep your kid at home while he or she is sick. Sick because you just don't want them to end up getting sick. I apologize if you hear a timer going off. I have a timer set to let my dogs out. So anyway, that was a story about how one of my classmates came to school sick. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video taught you not to bring your kids to school if they're sick in the morning. Just keep them home for the day because you don't want to drop them off at school just in case you have to go back to school and pick them up. Just keep them at home. Even if they seem fine, just keep them at home for the rest of the day just to be safe, especially if they have an upset stomach. Oops, I realized as I was recording, I forgot to finish my outro. I realized I forgot to finish the rest of my outro. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe.